Over the last couple of weeks, I've received numerous Instagrams, Facebook announcements of Mayor Alfin meeting at the City Hall on taxpayer property to meet with the mayor, use of public forums for self-promotion. I object, and I'm asking for this to stop.
Mayoral candidate Cornelia Downing-Manfrey is opposing the scheduling of town halls by city officials so close to the election. Town halls held earlier this year were so successful that more were scheduled. The plan was for a different council member to hold a town hall each month. Vice Mayor Ed Danko, who is also a candidate for County Commission District 5, has an issue with the scheduled town halls.
Well, my concern, though, is that we're using taxpayer dollars this close to an election to fund this.
Vice Mayor Danko would then make a declaration and issue a challenge to current council members who are also running for office.
I just want to let the public know that I've made the decision, and I've informed our city manager. I'm not going to do any town halls or events of that nature until after the election. I would like to ask the other two candidates here to join me in that.
Councilman Nick Kloufis is running for County Commission District 3, and Palm Coast Mayor David Alfin is running for re-election. Mayor Alfin does not plan to stop holding town halls.
I would have to give deference to our founding fathers, where the town hall concept is deeply woven into our flag and into the very history of our country. Now, it would be up to each city council member to be very careful about not using such a platform to campaign, but we have all up here, every one of us has voted repeatedly for additional transparency, and you've heard it from the public about more transparency. I don't know how you could be more transparent than to make yourself available to your public on any question they want to ask.
City Attorney Marcus Duffy said that he sees no legal issues with the town halls.
I will tell you, without having case law, as long as you are using it for a public purpose that's not into elections or campaigning, and you're using it for the service of the city, I see no issues.
Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Wednesday, June 26th. Flagler County Sheriff's deputies were busy over the weekend keeping the community safe.
The See Something, Say Something safety message helped to solve a lengthy drug investigation in Palm Coast. Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley.
That resulted in a 5-month-long investigation, resulted in a poison peddler's arrest.
A different case involved child neglect by a Bunnell man.
After his toddler child ate a marijuana blunt that he had rolled and left near the toddler. The home in the Mondex was also in complete disarray, with dog feces and urine on the floor, garbage throughout. He was arrested for child neglect. The child was admitted to the hospital, and the Department of Family and Children's Services were notified.
And a case of intoxication and loitering led to an arrest in Palm Coast.
Deputies responded to a residence on Utah Place in Palm Coast, where a homeowner stated he and his wife were awoken by someone trying to enter their front door. Deputies located the suspect, who became defensive and clearly was intoxicated and refused to cooperate.
In all, Flagler County Sheriff's deputies made 47 arrests this past weekend, handled 669 calls for service, and made 126 traffic stops. For Flagler's Local Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. What is the chemical that mosquito control sprays from their helicopter to kill the bugs?
Chair of the Flagler Mosquito Control District, Mike Martin, says the spray is one thing.
We use a chemical that breaks down almost immediately on exposure to sunlight.
But how they spray it also makes it safe.
We use what's called an ultra-low volume spray system, which puts out droplets of the liquid that are 20 thousandths of an inch.
Martin said, to give you an idea of what size that is,
15 of those spray droplets will fit on the head of a straight pin.
He said they aerosolize the spray. It hangs in the air. The mosquitoes fly through it, and they contact it, and it kills them. Martin said the spray itself is safe for people and pets and the environment. Listen to your favorite programs here on WNZF or on the Flagler radio app. Tomorrow, when and where the Mosquito Control District does not spray. From the WNZF newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.